All right, let me set the scene here. I'm driving from Charlotte to Louisville. I was in Charlotte for the ACC Kickoff, where I had an opportunity to chat with Louisville head coach Jeff Brom, along with quarterback Miller Moss, wide receiver Chris Bell, and a pair of linebackers in TJ Quinn and Antonio Watts. So yeah, I've got football on the brain, and as I cruised on I-40 right along where the North Carolina and Tennessee borders are, that puts me in the great Smoky Mountains National Park. So with football on the brain, I decided to do what I do, and I'm going to find an exit, and I'm going to find a trail, and we're going to talk some football. We're going to talk some expectations for offense, defense, and overall. Quick pit stop on my way back to Louisville from the ACC Kickoff in Charlotte. Spent, I don't know, a little over a day and a half spread across 3 days. Figure that math out. So I made a quick pit stop. We're just inside the Great Smoky National Park in North Carolina. Big Creek Trail. I'm actually hiking to the trailhead because the parking lot at the trailhead was full. Parked down at the equine parking lot, making a short, slightly uphill hike to begin the hike. Thought Louisville represented themselves quite well at the ACC Kickoff. Jeff Brom, head coach, joined by quarterback Miller Moss, wide receiver Chris Bell, linebackers Antonio Watts and TJ Quinn. What do you say we find the trailhead and hike about it? Alright, this is what we're doing. Fall camp is basically upon us. Wednesday, July 30th. Louisville begins on-field work for the 2025 season. Put the final touches on the depth chart, which is going to be always evolving at some spots. Injuries and breakout performers will do that to you. In talking with the coaches, well, talking with Jeff Brom, the 3 players at the ACC Kickoff, you can't help but get excited for the potential of the offense in year 3 of the Jeff Brom era. But you return the duo of Isaac Brown and Duke Watson in the backfield, as well as others, Kewan Brown. Kind of a loud descending river there. Offensive line should be pretty good as well. Similar to the last year. Depth always important there. Wide receivers, you got two almost sure things in Chris Bell and Colin Lacey. And differing types, which is, you know, also a plus. Chris Bell and Miller Moss, both speaking highly of the depth behind those two. Nate Kariski, I think, is poised for a breakout season, so to speak. Miller Moss, plenty of weapons. That offense It's gonna be a lot of fun. Looking forward to seeing, offensively, looking forward to seeing what name will rise to that next stage of their career. Could it be Nate Kariski at tight end, another emerging wide receiver, another running back? It's gonna be fun to watch it develop. I guess what I'm trying to say regarding Louisville's offense, and man, that's a big drop. But what I'm trying to say is high expectations for the Louisville offense this year. There seem to be pluses in many, if not all, positions for the Cardinals. Like hearing Miller Moss basically becoming a nerd with the Jeff Brom playbook. So yeah, a lot of expectations for the Jeff Brom offense this fall. 30, 35, 40 points a game, 45 points a game. What do you think? Which, in speaking about how high-powered this offense can be, about how it seems like on paper, and of course it's never that easy, we'll be able to put up plenty of points this fall. So what am I currently looking forward to the most as camp's about to open? The defense. Offense is checking all the boxes. They just need to come out and perform. But the defense, there's question marks. Lost a lot from last year's team. Had an effective defense, but also struggled with mental lapses at times. So really looking forward to the defense. Lost some big names out there. A lot of shoes to fill. An area that I'm really, well, I want to see how this defensive line comes together. Again, depth, key there. Really like TJ Quinn, Stanquan Clark, Antonio Watts, and company at linebacker. Curious to see what TJ Capers gives us this year. The secondary is an area of concern. It's an area that at times made some spectacular plays. It's also an area that at times, be it on the shoulders of the player or the coach, standing on the sidelines scheming things up, there were times where kind of made you put your face in your hands. Stanford, sorry to bring that up. So yeah, the secondary, the mental miscues, the improper alignments, whatever is on that chalkboard list of oops, I did it again moments for the secondary last year. Those need to come down significantly. I asked Jeff Brom about it, and he basically said, yeah, it's on the players, and probably even more so the coaches, to fix that for 2025. So as Antonio Watts kind of in discussing the Louisville defense, he kind of pointed to the fact that it's not a lot of big names yet. I use the word yet. It's kind of motivating. There's the strength of this defense. Guys have to prove themselves. They can go good or they can go bad or somewhere in between. A lot of guys that have waited their opportunity on the depth chart. A lot of new transfer faces. Maybe a freshman or two that could step on the defensive side and make his presence known. Not just on the depth chart, but to the opposing offense as well. So the defense, at this point, as fall camp is about to begin, is what I'm looking forward to the most.
even with all those people that have left, there are still a lot of people still here enjoying this water. Jumping off the big rock over there. Pretty rewarding hike. So to recap, offense, tons of weapons, all the tools you need. Got to develop the depth, quality depth that can come in and spell the starters without significant drop-offs. But the offense, certainly plenty of weapons. The defense, a lot of unknowns. You gotta love TJ Quinn running things. He's gonna have the mic in the helmet. He'll be communicating the schemes, alignments, and whatnot. A lot of guys looking to take the next step in their career. The defense that may not have the big names now, but come week 3, week 4, week 5, big names need to emerge. If we can do those things, I like Louisville's chances of getting double-digit wins. The question is, can they get to the ACC championship game? Get back to Charlotte in December. As Jeff Brom said, the keys to this team playing its best: play hard, play tough, play smart. You do those, you're going to excel on your big plays. You're going to excel in your short yardage situations. You're going to excel on the defensive side of the ball, creating takeaways, 3 and outs, to create more opportunities for what should be a high-powered offense. Double-digit wins. And I would say pretty decent odds of being in Charlotte at Bank of America Stadium, playing for the league championship. Let's see where we are in a few months. So Louisville's home opener, August 30th. That's a Saturday at L&N Stadium, Eastern Kentucky, coming in. A lot of thrills, a lot of excitement, a lot of things to discuss with each passing game. And we'll do it, like I said, from the trail. So let's hike. Louisville football 2025 season is now officially underway. All right, let's go. I've got a rental, and I need to get it turned in at the Louisville airport. I'm still on the east side of Knoxville. Gotta go. I've reached the trailhead. Still got a little quarter of a mile left before getting to my car. Thought I'd check out this rumbling noise over here. This is actually the trailhead for Baxter Creek Trail. It's always good to check out when you hear a noise like that. Should we get a closer look? Go down there. Not a bad pit stop on the way home from Charlotte to Louisville following the ACC kickoff. You feel me? Beautiful spot. Hey, if you're still here, I kind of did a vlog of sorts of my experience covering Louisville and Omaha for the College World Series. You should check it out. Camped basically in a field in Iowa. while covering the Cardinals in Omaha. Check it out. It's in the description.